what's going on? So I'm back with yet another video, and I want to talk about how nowadays, if you're single, I don't care if you're a man or a woman, but particularly if you're a woman, if you're single, you better thank God and thank your lucky stars that you is single. Because nowadays, when I seen so many relationship murders, I mean, you better be glad you're single. Because nowadays, it's so many fruitcakes around here that's getting into these relationships, and you don't know who you bringing into the house. You could be thinking that you bringing a good man into your house because he talk a good game. You know what I'm saying? He buy your children something, buy some candy, buy some trinkets, and you think you got a prize. And you bring him home and shut that door, and you realize you got Jeffrey fucking Dahmer inside your house. And then on top of it, you trying to get rid of him, and he ended up killing you. It's been about 4 or 5 stories recently of this month that I've heard of women being killed by their supposedly boyfriends. And I'm like this here. Sometimes, even if you're single, you lonely. You may be thinking that, you know, I wish I could have somebody to cuddle with. I wish I could have somebody to just, you know what I'm saying, be with for the time being because of single. You know, you lonely and you don't like being by yourself all the time. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, that's the good thing. That's one of the best things, perhaps, because on average, if you look at how many domestic homicides being going on in this country alone, I mean, it's enough to really deter you from dating. And I'm not trying to discourage anybody from dating or being with somebody, but I'm just saying, take your time. Know who you getting with. Because you liable to be getting with a so-called prize and you getting with a zero. You know? Why you gonna be getting rid of zero and on top of it, he got problems? So for a lot of the women I seen out there going to the clubs, looking for love online, social media, you know, especially Instagram worse. It's so many half-naked women on there that trying to lure these guys in that got money. You think just because a guy got money, he ain't no bit different than a crab that's broke? An evil person is an evil person. It don't matter if they got money or not. It does not matter if they got money or not. They could be the richest, evilest person in the world. Can have money, treat you right, and still go upside your head and possibly kill you. So I'm saying sometimes being single ain't the worst thing. I mean, you ain't got nobody checking up on you. At least you can go somewhere. You ain't got to worry about nobody calling in and asking where you at. And if you don't come here, it's going to be repercussions. And how long you going to be working at this job? I thought you was going to be getting off at a certain time. And I turn around, you ain't getting off at a certain time. You ain't got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? And I know that I'm not expecting thousands of people to listen to this video. All it takes is just one person. Because if you could reach one person, then that one person is all it takes. Because I'm not worried about getting all these views like a lot of these videos. I call them trash videos. A lot of these beef-related videos where this person going after this person, this YouTuber going after this YouTuber. Listen, all this stuff is stupidity. It's just downright stupidity. And I'm going on to say it. You don't have no other race of individuals on YouTube debating and having roast videos and calling out each other than you have of African Americans. I don't give a damn if this video got a dislike. Listen, every time I turn around from the men to the women, you got Hassan Campbell beefing with Monty Woodgrain. You got all these so-called other YouTubers. You got what her name is, Miss Parker, and I don't even know who that is, but I've been hearing about Miss Parker beefing with T.S. Madison. I've been hearing about all this stuff. And what's the end result? What's the end result? What, gonna continue to keep making videos about each other for about, what, 5 more years from now? Still ain't getting nowhere. To build a fan base, and the majority of the fan base that you build is going to be made of trash people that only like drama. I guarantee if you got about 5 or 6, maybe 23,000 subscribers, and most of them built off your drama, if you was to promote a personal video or an inspiring video, I bet it won't get number like maybe about 17 likes at the most. Because you know who you got in your crowd. If somebody bigger and better come out with better tea than you, all your subscribers gonna leave. And that's just the bottom line. That go with anything. If you in a relationship, if you feel like if you that type of person, if you feel like there's somebody bigger and better come along, somebody who got a bigger bank account, or somebody who got better looks, if you feel like they come along and sweep you off your feet, you'll leave your old lady or you'll leave your old man. You can't trust people nowadays. They'll lie to your face and be smiling. Tell you, yeah, baby, I'm gonna be with you forever. And you turn around and something happens, and then all of a sudden y'all separate. You can't even tell the person why you broke up with them. All you could be able to do is just tell them lies. But I'm getting off topic. The reason why I wanted to say what I said about people being single and staying single is if you feel like you're going to be miserable and you need somebody, I mean, what's the point of, you know what I'm saying, being with somebody, kicking it with them for about a couple days and sending them back on their business? That way, I mean, you ain't really strained up to a relationship. But you know, some people say, well, if you sleep with a person for a couple days, what if they're a serial killer? You take a risk in everything. You take a risk driving. You take a risk going to the damn doctor. When you get a surgery, you take a risk. Don't when you go in for an operation, you take a risk. You take a risk with everything in life. Yeah, hell, I took a risk riding my bicycle across that busy ass intersection all the time. You take a risk in life. But what they tell you about long-term value, you gotta look up about long-term value. It's okay to take a risk with something. But I'm trying to tell you, if you see a lot of stuff going on with relationships, that maybe, just maybe, you don't need to jump right into one. Because you don't know who you're going to jump into a relationship with. This motherfucker just left the damn nut house. A whole fruitcake and a half, and you won't know it because there's so many sociopaths that can play it off in the society. You won't know who crazy. And to be honest, YouTube giving you a good example of who crazy right now. YouTube giving you a very good example of who crazy and who not. All you got to do is look at how many people put a camera up to their face and go to talking about their life and talking about personal situations. You got people so comfortable on YouTube, they embarrassing enough to be sitting on the toilet recording a video. Sitting on a goddamn toilet. Using the toilet paper to scrub their nasty old butt, and they around here talking on the camera about some innocuous mess. So you got a lot of people on this whole platform that really don't need to be there. But you know what YouTube do? They let them stay. Because anything that can feed the machine or can feed the page, I mean, it's good. It's good. Whatever that can feed the page. And like I say, I love making videos. I really love making videos. A lot of times I don't really have time to edit my videos, to do all those graphic designs and all that kind of stuff because it takes a lot of time. But for the most part, I'm just saying, if you're a single man, same thing go for you. Don't think these women can't take you on up out of the game. These women can take you out the game just as quick as you can blink your eyes. Don't think a woman don't know how to get a gun. She'll get a gun and ride up to you when she felt like you done did her wrong, and cap you into another dimension. Before you turn around, your eyes will be wide open, and she's standing over you while your eyes wide open and your mouth like, oh my God. And she'll say a few more sentences to you, take you on out. Look, if I was single, which I'm not, but I'm just saying, because I've been married for almost 11 years. But if I was single, I wouldn't look for nobody else. There's too many wackos out here. You know, bringing somebody to your house, they might be molesting your daughter. You don't even know they might be molesting your son. You bringing somebody into your house that's being nice to you and you feel like they love you and around here doing all that kind of nefarious, hedonistic crap to your children. I don't trust that crap. I don't trust it at all. So, in closing, if you're single, stay single and enjoy your freedom. Because nowadays you get with somebody and it could be a whirlwind romance, and then when you get tired of the person and they're going to get tired of you, trust me, it's going to happen eventually. You get tired of that person and want to experience different people and want to break up with them, then you realize you can't let the nut go, because the nut already done threatened you since you've been in a relationship, what they're going to do to you if you leave them, and then you have the audacity to leave them. That was just something that was on my mind. So until next time, everybody, peace. And I was your host, Priceless, with another video. Take care. Later.